So, morning everybody, Dane Dewsbury and his travelling exploits here once again, just taking a walk up Strada Triumphali, or translated as the Street of Triumph. Gonna pan round and show you some of the local amenities and how close I am to the train station, in case anybody ever does want to come here. It's always good to know where these things are. Now, over there you have the Fantasy of Sugar. I think it's a dessert place. Couple of restaurants. If I go down this little side track, you don't see many 24-hour signs in Romania. The way they describe 24-hour is non-stop. So over there you've got the Noroc market non-stop. Next to it, Compton 94 supermarket. But here, as I walk round, you got what is essentially a minibus terminus and Penny Gara being station. Across the road down there, the building with the massive pylon sticking out next to it, that's the train station, Gara Buzog. Now, something I'm going to draw to your attention here. It's a trivial matter, trivial thing. But the crossings are on a timer. That's not really what I want to show you. But something you find on every street: coffee machines. Now, I'm on the way to a local park because the cathedrals are closed. So I'll catch up with you in a bit, guys. Thanks a lot. Google Maps took me down the wrong turn. Okay, so I'm back where I started. I'm headed to Parkul Krang, I think that's how it's pronounced, and when I've finished doing this little segment, I'll be there. Google says it's about a 25-minute walk from where I am. But there's something I want to show you. Now, that, and many others just like it. Read my lips. They're fucking poison. I'm GA, which means a 12-step abstinence program from all forms of gambling. 3 years, 9 months and some odd days. It don't matter. Time doesn't matter when you're free. I cured... Well, no, I can't say cured. Cured is the wrong word. Excuse me while I sit down and light a cigarette. I got rid of my problem. In the meantime, the problem's always going to be there. But last night I was walking around the town just to get my bearings to try and find where I was going. And I find lots of these maxi bets. Lots of these casas for sports. And then I got asked by a 6-year-old kid, roughly on that corner there. He asked me in Romanian and I got a lei. It's about 30, not even 30 pence. The kid must have been only 6 years old. Then there was another one begging. She wanted a lei. But the things I've found, and I'm not here to criticise the country, I'm here to enjoy the country and to demonstrate the benefit of coming to Romania for you guys, those who watch my channel. I see betting shops, I see homelessness, I tie them in together. Gambling's a poison, and it took me 9 years and an ex-girlfriend to figure that out. And a best friend, and my family. One of my family who works in substance abuse. My dad was a registered psychiatric nurse, and even he could spot the signs of addiction. I did some terrible things while I was gambling, but I don't regret 3 years of being clean. enables me to do trips like this. But the point I'm making, and I'll come round to it in a less roundabout way, because that's a big roundabout and I'm about walking around that the way I talk. So, ooh, nice loco there. It seems to me that as a child born, raised and educated in England, used to the Western standard of living, that child homelessness shouldn't be a thing. And neither should this. Stray dogs and cats. Come on, new to the damn things, chop his nuts off for God's sake. He ain't gonna miss them. He ain't gonna use them if he ain't got them. I mean, okay. There's another one, Fortuna, chain shop. Too many of them. Far too many for my liking, but that's me. Now, one thing I will say is if you look over there where that locomotive is, that's the train station, and my hotel is 10 minutes down the road. So, perfect for transport links. I'll catch you up when I'm at the park, guys. Cheers for now. Guys, on the way to the park, and before Google chimes in, over here. Alright, it might be junk food, but they're offering you 3 pizzas and 1 free at the size of 50 centimetres, which is 20 inches in diameter, I believe. Yeah, 20 inches. Over there, zooming in, the zoom's not great, but it's a cafeteria, which I believe translates as a coffee shop. I'll catch you up at the park, guys. Viewers, friends, subscribers.
Turn left onto Boulevardul Nicolae Bălcescu.
Excuse Google. If any of my friends, viewers or subscribers are so interested or that way inclined, here, walking to Parkul Krang, I've found the art gallery, or it looks like the main art gallery in the centre of Bazot. Just a quick look across. And there's an antique relic, an old Dacia 1310. But I'm going to head off now and keep going to the park. Cheers, guys. Definitely, guys, the plan today was for the cathedrals. Sadly, it's been closed off. But I'll get you an external view as best I can. Bazot seems to have had a spike in COVID cases. Have gone past the 6 per 1,000. And that means restrictions are back in place. Masks, checking of vaccine papers, such like. Let's have a look at this. Now, the artwork, that's what inspires me. It hits me. But each one of those mosaics has been hand done. The detailing on them is as such that I could see the separate tiles. Looks like you've got 3 murals there of the patron saint. Good afternoon again, guys, and welcome to Parkul Krang Bazot. I believe this is the home of the Arts Festival. The sign kind of indicated that to me, but let's just have a pan around. You wouldn't believe this was an October day, the way the sky is, the lack of rain, the temperature. Wow. And this is what I meant about the beauty of Romania. The parks are exceptionally well looked after. The monuments, the statues, the buildings, they're just generally well maintained. And it's kind of something we could learn from over in England. Or maintenance side of things anyway. And if I'm right, wow. There's even a church for those in the park on a Sunday who wish to pray. I think Stephen Taylor might be interested in that. But this city never stops surprising me. I was told, quote, "Well, we're only a small town. We're only a small city." there seems to be a lot of stuff for me to do to keep me entertained. And that goes back to my earlier point about the sala de giochi, or gaming shops, being poison. Boredom was my biggest enemy when I was gambling. Boredom, spite and anger. So the more I'm entertained, the more I'm out and away from those places, the less chance of slipping. And thank God for the GA group, my ex-partner for stopping me, my parents, my aunt, my best friend Kyle, my mate Daz for supporting me all the way through it. I'm not going to work out the days, but it's over 3 years, 9 months. I think it's gone up to 3 years, 10 months since I stopped. So, let's have another pan around the park. I'm led to believe there's a boat lake and an obelisk here. The obelisk would be worth a view. That's for sure. And at some point, I think I'm going to switch to the GoPro. That's not going to be easy to do. But while I'm a 31-year-old man walking around a park, if you were coming through with family or little ones, excuse me, I might sound muffled due to the mask, but if you want to come through here with your little ones, or you're from a different city in Romania, then here's the thing for them: a kids' play area. I'm not the greatest at advertising things, but what I am going to do is pause the recording while I walk through, data protection and privacy. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Right, now I'm out of the kids section, guys. I believe we've got checkers, dominoes or mahjong going on there. I would say it's dominoes, actually. Hope the gentlemen don't mind. Another monument to the military pride and victories of Romania. They did as well in the Second World War, sabotaging their own oil fields to stop the Nazis. And for that, I'm grateful. England actually owes Romania a debt for that. Because if you think about it, us sabotage, or rather, I say us because I'm in Romania. Romania is sabotaging their own oil fields. And the location of Romania being so close to Italy, and therefore being a gateway into Africa as well, would have stopped the Rommel campaign in the desert. There you go, Monty has an easier ride. As you can see here, I believe the lion representing Romania is killing the boar, warthog or pig of other nations who dare to interfere. That's my take on it. And I'll pan round and get moving. Oof. I'm doing a fair few kilometres on this trip. I'm going to need some junk food when I'm done. I think I'll go for a portion of chips or kartoffel. Now, speaking of food, I'm going to cover the restaurants a bit later. But if you're in a hotel like me, and the hotel is only giving you breakfast, like mine, no comment, no quibble, no problem. Well, no. There is an app you can download, Food Panda. They accept cash or card. Works on your GPS. My first delivery yesterday was a McDonald's order, and my God, it was prompt and on time. Now, I'm going to pull you up. This, and I'm not an architect. I think Joshua Robercherry would be better qualified to tell me about this, but looks an obelisk to me. Wow. I'm going to try and get up close to the intricacies of the stonework. Believe me, I'm no Countryfile, no Antiques Roadshow, nor anything like that presenter, and I'm no Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. But they were hand carved by master stonemasons, I do believe. They are absolutely amazing. If I continue around the other side, there's more. Led to believe this would have been a ruler of Romania. There's no signposting around the obelisk, so I can't see. Interesting. Let's carry on. Oh. Over here on the left, some form of extra play area. It looks like Park de Aventura. Paintball, Tiroliana. I'm not sure what Tiroliana means, but it's an adventure park like Conker's towards Moira, I think Conker's is. Shout out to Conker's, been there once, absolutely loved it. On the right you have yet another play area for kids. It seems to focus in Romania, albeit not on the child homelessness, and that's a point I really don't want to cover because it breaks my heart. Would that I had one. It seems that the children are exceptionally well catered for in terms of facilities. Those that have, anyway. I think as well you've got a cafe, bar cum restaurant. Now, a point I made earlier. Vaccine papers, vaccine checks, masks. Owing to the 6 per 1,000 rule in Romania, which I think is a similar rule to England, I have to walk around a park like this. Now imagine that on a summer's day. Never mind the leather jacket, but the mask. Or the dog muzzle as I call them. Yes, they're great for stopping COVID. Stopping the spread at least. But the hell I have to wear this while I'm walking? No. But down there at that restaurant, I do believe I would have to show my vaccine status. I don't mind. I don't mind conforming with the rules of a country when they make sense. But to prove I'm vaccinated, well, my words should be good enough, but then people have been faking the tests. Beautifully constructed wooden bandstand, but once again people are leaving litter. Yes, my friends will attest I'm one for chucking their cigarette butts on the floor. Not the best move. Not the best move at all. Another player on the left. But in a country as beautiful as this, why do people have to litter? Why? Anyway, I'm going to head round to the boating lake, as I believe it is, and I'll catch you up later, guys. Thanks a lot. So, good afternoon, guys, once again. The phone's got 18%, so I'm switching to the GoPro. Wonder if the quality's any better. But I appear to have come across the boating lake. Now, let me just pan around. For me, this brings back memories of days at Abbey Park with my mum, my dad, my granddad. God rest my dad and my granddad. I've even been down there with my Uncle David. Yeah, I'm going to shout you out on YouTube, David. Famous for a minute. But to me, as much as I like the thrill of something, say, go-karts or theme parks, roller coasters, something like this, it just brings back childhood memories. And as you can see, alright, it's in a bit of a uncleanly state with the unluckiest number in the known world, chained up, but very similar to what we had or have at Abbey Park when it's open. Romanian flag on the front as expected, but all this needs is a good clean up, some Ajax, and it'll be right as rain, ready for the summer season when hopefully COVID is abated more. So, a little nature shot with the ducks and being able to see the ferns underwater. Wow. Air quality, quality of the environment. This is why I was harping on about not littering. Would that I thought about it, I'd have brought a loaf of bread down with me. But I didn't. I'm going to follow the park round to the end, guys, but I'll catch you later. I got to sit and absorb some of these old memories again. Trips like this, they make me think. What did I do when I was younger? Not a lot. Why? I couldn't be bothered. Now, I get the chance to film this for you and sit on a park. Beautiful. It's a beautiful old life, isn't it? Thanks a lot, guys.